Howdy, hello, welcome. It's I had plans to go to a park today. I really did. I really did. Also, my camera's not zoomed to the right level. Zort needs more attention. Right, Zort? I don't know if you can hear him well. I never know if you can hear him well. But Tom and Zort here, the road attraction in Cowboy Tom mode still. Rain I lost power all of yesterday's night and this morning, so kind of threw off my whole schedule of being able to work in the morning and be able to go somewhere today. So that's why I chilled out in the home today. Also resting up for Halloween Horror Nights coming up on Friday, kind of like getting everything, the juices flowing, getting ready, kind of taking it easy. It's like the feast before the famine, so to speak. I do have a meme friend with me. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. If you're all right, we have the Legion of Memer lead, of course, the head memester. I don't know. You have so many titles. I just keep upcoming with new ones when you pop in. Just celebrating their year of the channel about a couple of days ago, and
it was great. Thank you again, Rogue, for coming on, man.
no,
It's
no,
nice
no
to have
problem at
you as
all.
part of the Legion, and when you show up, it's always a great time having you, man.
No problem. This will be a little bit easier in the fall because there's less morning stuff going on. It's more evening related stuff. And basically, this is kind of a chat stream. I plan to talk Ahsoka a little bit, but honestly, it's boring. It breaks Star Wars and it's stupid. So I might not watch it after this.
Yeah, it's funny because everybody's talking about Ahsoka, and I mean, I get it for making content, but other than that, what real reason is there to actually watch it?
No, I will say one thing. I was actually a fan of Rebels. Like for Disney's first Star Wars thing out of the gate, I don't think Rebels was bad. Like it came out like a little bit soft in the beginning, but once they got into like the second, third, and fourth season, like once they started going and maturing the characters a little bit, I actually thought Rebels was decent Star Wars for the time.
Well, no, Rebels itself was like I enjoyed the show. I think I watched like the first, I don't know, maybe the first season. I
What
enjoyed it.
once Ezra ages up a little bit and they like change his hairstyle and age him up, and Kanan, like their relationship, I'm gonna say this right now. I tweeted this out, and I agree with this one. That Ahsoka is the most boring thing in entertainment history. I'm saying that right now. It is not hyperbolic. It is not. It is like I watched it last night. I had it on while watching main event, and I fast forward through like all of it. And I was like, "Where is the option to watch double speed?" Like I want this. Like I just want it to be over. You do get to see Jason Syndulla from the end of Rebels, who looks nothing like Jason from Rebels, so I don't get it. But the only reason I'm watching this show, there is only one reason, because Sam Witwer keeps on being credited in episodes, and Marok makes me think that he's Starkiller. I don't know why, but he keeps on getting credited. He was credited in episode 2 and episode 3. Whenever there is Marok talking, Sam Witwer is credited. No other characters inside of that episode I could see Sam Witwer voicing. Like, there's no other. And that's the only reason I'm watching this show, is because if they have Anakin's apprentice versus Vader's secret apprentice as the concept of the show in the long run, that's a very interesting story Star Wars wise. Like in terms of outside of how bad the dialogue is and how badly shot some of the stuff is, that's an interesting Star Wars story if they did it right. Then again, also I wish they would just do it like Xena and have them be. I don't understand Disney, and you can disagree with me in the channel that Disney gets attractive people and makes them frumpy. Like I don't understand
They
this.
can't have you threatening anybody in the theaters, having the boyfriends be like, "Damn, she hot," and the girlfriend sitting next to him. Oh, excuse me. They don't want any of that.
No, but like Mary Elizabeth Winstead is an attractive woman, and Hera looks like a soccer mom. Like she looks like someone going to pick up someone. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Even like Rosario Dawson is a very attractive woman, and they somehow have her looking frumpy. And Sabine looks like a guy half the time. And I'm pretty sure it is the stunt. I'm pretty sure the stunt person, because I was watching a little bit of Gary this afternoon, and the arm changes size 3 times the size during the lightsaber fighting. Like, you can't deny that. I do want to say hi to Weasel. I'm not going to let any juices flow on the camera. I don't know what that means, but I will. Okay, Weasel. Don't worry, no juices. What's up, Nagranol? I know. I think half a main event last night was people trying to say your name without saying the wrong thing.
Nargadnal. Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of us have a problem. Like, we can read it just fine, but pronouncing the thing,
you get very close to
story.
a bad word. You get really, really close to a bad word. And what's up, Andrew? I'm just gonna say Andrew Wordna. I don't know. Hey, you got to be part of it. I will say the weirder your name, the more likely you are going to be picked on a chat in FNT or
you mean like
Superman
Superman if he wasn't afraid of green rocks?
That's a very long one though, too.
Nargadnal, we love you,
man. What's up, Gary Banjo Sam with Worthington? Hi. So, yeah, basically, I think there's a lot of people. I kind of want to talk about something because I was in a chat, and this is something I kind of wanted to touch on. I've been wanting to touch on this for a while. I don't think this show is that woke. It's just bad, and I think we need to stop like labeling things as woke when it's really just boring and bland, because then it loses the meaning behind that.
Like, I disagree with you a little bit, just because I think there are some things that for like woke content, like we can kind of push past. Like, we'll roll our eyes and like push past it, but like the laser focused criticism is something that I'm sure kind of puts a lot of people off.
Yeah, I will say I agree with this, Shadow Dragon. I like Game of Thrones Season 8 was bad, but not particularly woke. I actually think, like, I tweeted this out in a comparison. This show is not that dissimilar to Xena, and no one complained about Xena back in the day being woke or a female lead or any of that stuff. Like, it wasn't a complaint.
Can you really compare it to nowadays, though?
No, I'm not saying to nowadays, but I'm saying if the concept of the show is having a female master and a female apprentice, Xena was a female master, a female apprentice. It was a spinoff of an already popular show. Ahsoka's a spinoff of an already popular show. It's continuing a storyline for a side character. Like, I'm just saying, in some ways, it's similar. Now, I do think Xena's actually has a better flow because it was campy. It was oddly meant for kids. I don't know why, but like, it was like Hercules and Xena. I don't think it was meant for adults. I think it was.
Yeah, I used to watch it as a kid, and like my dad.
And there was a lot of stuff in there. Like, I mean, go back and watch some of those Hercules episodes, especially the ones with Atalanta. Like, I'm just saying, like, you got to see some things back then. In your kids' content.
Hercules, Lost World, Beastmaster, all those little things.
Like weird 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock shows that like you didn't know who they were made for at the time. Like, I was a kid watching them, but I'm just saying I like looking at Ahsoka, that's what they should be. Like, it should be like a little bit risque, but not in the point where you would notice it. And it should be just fun and camp. And I don't understand why it's not that. Yeah, Gary, apparently that happened in Clone Wars
everywhere. People like remixed it. I don't think you can play it in your channel.
No,
but like people remixed it. They put like the Mario jump sound in there, and woo.
So apparently that happened in Clone Wars, like the outside space suits or something like that. Like something like that happened in Clone Wars. I never watched Clone Wars. I'm going to tell you right now, Ahsoka's a character I never liked at all. I thought she was bratty, and I stopped watching Clone Wars as soon as they introduced her.
Well, she's what is she? Isn't she like a I'm probably pronouncing it like Twi'lek?
No,
something?
She's not a Twi'lek. A different species. Let me double.
But they look. All the space species look the same to me.
She's a Togruta.
Okay,
I don't know why. I don't know why they have to have such
Andrew's got this.
Yeah, it makes me think of like Tortuga, and I want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know. Okay, so Andrew's agreeing. I'd say Ahsoka isn't explicitly woke so far, just bad, and that's my point of like, I kind of a lot in our sphere put like use the language for algorithm reasons, for whatever it is. It's a boring, badly written show that probably would be passable as an animated show. That's basically what it is. It's just showing that Dave Filoni cannot do live action. Like, that's the main thing. But like I said, I'm watching for one reason. If Sam Witwer is in the suit and they're giving him some, I know it's going to be ruining Starkiller or Galen Merrick in some way. But if he's in there, I would say that's one piece of fan service that's actually kind of appreciated, because I think most Star Wars fans really did appreciate Force Unleashed. Because
Andrew's right. I mean, animation. I don't know. There's a massive difference between animation and live action. I think the animation really gives you a bit more in depth of the character and their actions. Personally, I think there's a lot of you can do a lot of live action stuff, but sometimes just stick with the animated. Make it really good, but stick with the animated.
Zatoichi, the blind swordsman reference has no meaning in Space World. That all right. So this show also has the issue of doing the Force Awakens effects, where it's like, ooh, you remember this from this. Oh, you remember this from this. Like the first episode, oh, you remember when Ezra rode his land speeder against the ship. Oh, and the second episode, you remember when blah 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 did this. It's unearned nostalgia. And then also, I prefer the term weaponized nostalgia. Like, Disney likes to weaponize nostalgia. And I think that's what happens in the third episode, where it's like, oh, she's in the gunner pod. Oh, they're in the ship. Oh, they're blasting things that look like planes from World War I. And I'm just like, this is just so unoriginal. And I'm guessing they didn't want to pay any writers, and it's just someone like putting together. This feels like ChatGPT wrote it. Like, it feels like some AI thing wrote it and put it together. Like, I'm just saying, the amount of pauses, the fact that there's like maybe 8 minutes of dialogue and the episode was 20 minutes long. Like, I don't think there's enough dialogue in these episodes to, like, everything's spoken like Shatner in a bad way. I don't know.
Just a heads up. I apologize if you're hearing banging or anything. I think they're doing work in the apartment next to me.
I don't think we hear anything, but thank you for the apology.
I just wanted to make sure, because it's very loud on my end and it's particularly annoying.
It is like watching a copy of Good Scenes done bad, and it's just there's no reason. Like, first of all, Ahsoka, like, I hate the fact that they released a clip of George Lucas and Dave Filoni talking about Ahsoka from an interview that was a behind the scenes thing, and I'm just like, they cut it weird where it's like Ahsoka's meant to be everything, and I'm pretty sure George Lucas does not want someone else's creation taking over his creation. Like, he hated the EU. He, like, his Star Wars is his 6 movies. Like, yeah, he wrote off of it to get money, but it's not like he liked it. So, thumping. I hear. Oh, you do hear a faint thumping? Okay.
Yeah. Should I? I'll go on mute when I'm not talking. Sorry, guys.
Self-referential faux pas, modern garbage. Called it intertextual. People called it intertextual at the time. Okay.
Intellectual, perhaps,
or I guess intertextual. There is no Luke 2. There's Luke. Okay, he didn't hate it.
She's saying he's not a replacement.
Yeah, he didn't hate it. Okay, I'll agree. He preferred the movies with priority canon. Okay, better stated. Okay, I don't know.
Andrew says no. It's indeed intertextual.
Okay. It's a buzzword used from 2015. Okay, so back when The Force Awakens came out to offend. to defend Force Awakens for copying A New Hope. Okay. Makes sense. I prefer the way George said it. He wants things to be cyclical and rhyme. So if that was the case, you would have. Well, if that's the case, then Starkiller should be in this show because you would have Apprentice, Apprentice, and then Master, Master. I don't know. I don't think anyone wanted Ahsoka around. Like, I don't think anyone wanted Ahsoka around. And he did. He
did. I thought she was supposed to die in 66.
Hi, Omni. I'm doing good. Hello. Welcome.
Like, wasn't the whole point of Order 66 to wipe out the Jedi? But, like, it seemed like they half-assed it. Because, like, I don't understand, right? You had Yoda, you had Obi-Wan, and those were, like, the only two left.
I don't mind the idea. So, like stories like the Force Unleashed game introducing someone prior to Luke, I don't mind that because it's isolated within a game, separate canon, or depending on the time. And honestly, Cal Kestis works also right now in terms of that because if the main characters don't know about him, it makes sense. It can work. The problem is when you introduce something post Return of the Jedi. Anything post Luke Skywalker becoming the most powerful Jedi in existence at the time, you can't hide from him. Like, I don't understand how you could hide from him unless you're saying he is so blind to other Force users. Like, Ahsoka should never have been able to hide from Luke. Now, in Boba Fett and stuff like that, you see it, but you don't see their meeting, which is an entirely wasted opportunity there. Because also, how much, like, the Ahsoka show I would have wrote would have been her time hiding during her coming back to life. Just like how there should have been a series from Captain America's point of view in MCU of him returning the stones. Fill in that unknown time frame where she had to be a hermit. She had to hide. She had to stay off the radar of both the rebellion and the Empire because she was not supposed to exist. But we get the prelogue to the end of Rebels, and then we get copy paste A New Hope in the third episode. I don't know. What do you think?
It was funny because when the new trilogy came out, I watched it with my friends back home, and my friends are like, "What the hell is this? It's like a literal copy and paste." I'm like, "Oh, give it a chance." And then once I like actually watched everything else and I watched it, I was like, "This is all bullshit. I can't deal with this anymore." I think they know that they're failing, so they're kind of grasping in every direction that they can, and it shows.
Well, the other thing that's interesting is like they're not even pushing like Ahsoka merch, really. Like, I've seen apparel. I've seen plenty of apparel for women. Like, I've seen that. I've seen lounge flies. I've seen stuff like that. But like in terms of what you would think for like Star Wars can't sell toys anymore.
Didn't the majority of their like money come from the merchandising of it?
Yes, that was the majority of their money from the original trilogy came from merchandising sales. Now, I don't think like I mean, even if you look at it, the Sideshow collectible Star Wars figures are from the Clone Wars, not from the new show. Same with the Black Series is not from the new show. So all of these figures, there's nothing released for this series. Except for like one Lego set for $70. Like, I'm not seeing any huge like push. Now maybe they don't want to deal with the cost now, But no, I don't think Ahsoka will. I'm surprised there's not more Lothcat stuff though. So apparently they did do a full puppet for the Lothcat, which I appreciate, and I think that's why that plays well on the show. Is it was a full on like puppet instead of a CG effect, which was a good looking Lothcat. I'll give him that. Good looking Lothcat. But yeah, I mean, even so, like I will say that's going to upset people. The Clone Wars 1, they replaced it with Rosario Dawson's head. So the Hot Toys Clone Wars is Rosario Dawson's head now. So they changed it. I think that might upset some people. It does look like it's more Rosario's face than the animated version. Sad. Yeah, Disney merch is on sale for a lot right now. Chopper's the best part of the show. Chopper's like Ryan Cannell. Like, that's the best way I describe Chopper.
Does it yell at you all the time and tell you how you messed up his order?
It's homicidal. And the weird thing, if you want,
I love you, Ryan. Oh, Ryan cracks me up.
The weird thing in my viewpoint is the fact that he's the only droid that's a bot style droid, like an R2 unit style droid, that you can understand talking. Like that, I don't like. I don't like the fact that you can actually understand him. It just sounds like someone muffling through a drive-through order. Like you can understand the intent behind his words, and I don't like that. I like my beep bop boops. I don't want to know. I just want to fill in or let the character speak and answer, sort of like the whole "I am Groot" thing, where you get the conversation by the response. If you watch the clip with Hera flying in the ship or was it Hera? No. It was Ahsoka flying in the ship and the droid was in there. You can literally hear them talking and you hear and understand, like, what'd you do? And he basically said, what you do. Like, it's weird. And I know he was like that way in Rebels, but just make him sound like a droid. Don't make it so, like, I can understand him. I don't like that. It ruins Star Wars when I understand things I shouldn't. That makes sense.
It's like, it's like for Guardians of the Galaxy, right? You don't understand what Groot says.
Well, but it takes like 4 movies or 3 movies for you to finally get, because at the end of Guardians 3,
the proper sentence out of him.
Yeah, and that's the point, that like you finally understand him. Like you have earned that right to understand what he's saying. It's just starting off with the droid, and you can immediately understand full sentences from the droid. Like, nah. But then again, I'm waiting for people to dub over that stuff.
Whatever happened to the days when R2 was cursing up a storm, and 3PO was like, "Watch your mouth."
I just want people to start like using Chopper for memes would be very good. I think he's gonna be memeable. I will bet. They're trying to limit how much you get to see him, but I think that's gonna be like, I can see that coming in because he's basically a little bit like IG-88 from back in the day, but in a smaller version. So, me likey the Star Wars. Yes, me likey the Star Wars. That was my Star Wars. I don't know. So, I'm talking about a little bit of Ahsoka. I watched the episode. I sped through it. It was, again, Ray Stevenson is a reason to watch it. Ray Stevenson was a good actor. I don't want to like trash on that. Like, he is the only bit of gravitas in the show, and it's actually the only person acting like a different type of Star Wars character, because he's sort of similar to Count Dooku a little bit, where you're getting someone who is regal, noble. You're getting this more nuanced villain. So it's kind of it's like a shame they're wasting him on this show, because everyone else around him is just so much lower acting wise. And Rosario Dawson's a good actress. I don't understand what she's being told to do. Like her and Mary Elizabeth Winstead are good actresses. I don't understand what's going on. Also, it's odd that Ewan McGregor's wife is the one cast in this role. Like, a little bit of family pull there, I guess.
I don't really have a problem with that as long as they fit the character.
Yeah, I don't think she like. I bet you she said I ain't doing any makeup, or I'm not doing any prosthetics to make me look like the creature from. Like she probably said, just you fine paint my face green or put some dots on and CGI it or something like that. I'm pretty sure we're not getting the Gamora treatment that. And honestly, going back to Guardians of Marvel, you notice that Gamora and Nebula each movie got less and less of their skin exposed because they didn't want it to be in less and less makeup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Just saying, you're actors, you get paid a lot. Go through the makeup.
A couple million is not enough for you to paint your whole body, man.
There are ladies that do that and paint themselves naked for less money. I'm just saying.
Tom will do it for free.
No. I'll paint. I will paint. That's fine. Like I will paint, but not be painted. No. Makeup is so uncomfortable. They're paid millions of dollars.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about makeup, but from what I know, like a lot of TV shows, they have to do this day in and day out for like years. Yeah. How long do these actors have to do it for? What, a year?
Couple months, maybe 2? Maybe a year. And how much of that is the stunt worker anyway? Like it's a couple of close-ups, and then they're having somebody doing stunts. Like, I don't know. This is going along with the whole writer's strike and all that stuff. Like, you're paid way too much for what you do. So, I'll say this. I still feel like we're cheated because just like Marvel, we're not getting our. I guess the closest we got was this training scene, but also I'm not sure what Sabine age is supposed to be in this. She's like 30 now, and Ahsoka's supposed to be like 50 something, 60. Like, for $1 million, jump in a tub of paint, pretend I'm an alien, sign me up. I'm gonna tell you right now, $1 million does not get you as far as you used to. You may want to up that a little bit.
You got to count inflation in there. So what? Like
you got to count taxes, taking about 30% of that. Just saying. Like, and if you have city and state taxes where you are, I'm just saying, got to count those things in there. Just saying, $1 million is not what it used to be. Like, I will tell you this, that
that doesn't mean don't give us $1 million. No, you can give it totally fine. Just pass it my way. It's all good. If Tom doesn't want it, I'll take it.
Yeah, I will say this. It's still a hard thing. I think only 2.9% of the American population are millionaires, so it's still a hard thing to be. I'm not saying that it isn't. I'm just saying that it's not the same thing it was 20 years ago or in the 90s. Like, you used to say, "Oh, I'm a millionaire," and then be like, "Oh, now it's like." So, like, there are people that are billionaires and possibly trillionaires. Like, the numbers just keep growing. That's a random topic for conversation, but yeah, not in Biden America. Yeah.
God, I love that profile pic, man.
That's a great Superman. So kind of also want to talk a little bit. California, $1 million. Yeah. Get to a state without income tax. That's my first advice to anyone. There's some of them. Just do it. And find somewhere that doesn't have city and county tax too. I did a dumb thing. I looked up my old house in New York way back when I was a kid. I did that, and I looked up how much the person who owns it now is paying taxes.
Ooh.
And just for property taxes, now not including income tax or anything like that, property tax alone was, I think, $80,000 a year just in property taxes. Like, just think about that for a second. That's like a year's salary just in property taxes. Pretty much, like better than the average year's salary for someone.
I would say that's probably about a year and a third, year and a fourth.
Yeah, like you're just that doesn't include income tax. That doesn't include like any other living expenses, just property tax. What's up, moist breadcrumb? We have some. No Dole Whips today, but a tree did touch me today. One fell over in my yard from the storm. Got hit by it. My leg's all cut up.
Oh yeah, dude, how you doing over there? What's going on? You
so like last night and this morning was very windy. Last night and this morning, so I got hit by like a coconut from a palm tree.
I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
No, yeah.
I'm not laughing at you, but I'm laughing at you.
So I was walking Rogue. I had to take her for a walk. She had to go to the bathroom. Dogs are annoying that way, and I'm not letting her poop inside the house. And a lot of my neighbors have fruit trees of different types. Well, a coconut came flying off the tree and smashed into my leg. So I have like I have 2 gashes in my leg right now, on my right leg, from a coconut. Because it cracked on my leg, and my dog just started drinking the coconut water after it happened. She didn't care. She's like, oh, okay, there's something here. She likes coconut, by the way. So, I did not have a lightsaber with me. No. So that was another reason why I have not really gone anywhere. My leg is killing me. I'm on some painkillers from nothing broke, thankfully. But it's like I got 2 huge like horizontal gashes because I guess the coconut was already cracked from hitting something else. So it was kind of like sharp edges came in and hit my leg, and no, the leg still works. Actually, part of it did hit my knee. I'll post a members only photo of what happened to the knee. Painkillers.
Yeah, I mean, coconuts really do hurt. Not you get a coconut thrown at you, it's gonna hurt.
Painkillers from a coconut accident sounds like it's starting to sound like a drug problem. No, Sean D sarcasm. We're okay. And also, yeah, that is an issue for your cars. That could work to my advantage for Halloween Horror Nights. I don't think they'll give me a front of the line pass, but I already paid for that, so don't need to worry about that. But yeah, that is actually a worry. If you have your car parked outside during a bad storm and you have neighbors with coconut trees, that could go through your windshield. So yeah, talk to your neighbors.
Have them. It's like I want to move to Florida, but everything's gonna kill me.
I have not seen an alligator yet in person. I've seen sharks.
Are you sure you're not living in Australia?
Here, trying to keep the swearing a little bit to the minimum, but like PG-13.
Oh, in that case, I apologize. I've done so probably a few times.
No, it's okay. So I have as for the frequent, so I have frequent fear. I have the not the full one. I have the 40-day one, not 48. So I miss some Saturdays, but I'm pretty much be going whenever I can. Yeah, the gaming channel, feel free to curse. So whenever I'm just doing any game streams over there, that's more of curse friendly zone. But here I'm still trying to keep it like PG-13.
So there's one
sneak into HHN. I could try that.
Show?
What?
There's one F word allowed on the show then. If it's PG-13.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure I've had people say worse walking around a theme park anyway, so I don't know how I can control that. Yeah, I plan to go plenty of times though, so that's fine. Like I said, Friday I'll be streaming at 7 for that. FNT should be 3 hours in, so hopefully some people will want to watch. And there will be a members only one at 1:30 in the morning, post everything. That's going to be interesting. I'm just going to say that. That'll be interesting. Are you going this Friday too, Dragon? Okay. Zort reserves all rights to say the single F word. Yes, he does. How do you know that's all he says in his language? You know what I mean? Like, he could just be cursing all the time. You don't know. Now someone like, I'll have to do something. I can probably make him talk more. I'll have to work on that. I have some other Zorts around that I can finagle with. But I kind of wanted to talk. Yeah. So if you are going to Halloween Horror Nights, please watch the stream I did with Joe from Locked Alone Latinos. We went over a lot of tricks and planning for the event. So you can go and check that out, Shadow Dragon. I'll leave a link. Actually, I can probably put a link to it right now in the chat. We went over planning, and I would say your best bet is to immediately go to the Dueling Dragons because there are 2 houses there. So that would be my first thing, as I would immediately go there. Let me copy the link and I'll pop it in for you. I don't know if you watched it.
I caught a little bit of it yesterday, but I didn't catch the whole show.
So we went over some tip strategy, food to get, not to get, and kind of how to do it. But I agree with the statement. The Dueling Dragons house is on the end of New York, past Jimmy Fallon on the left. So I would basically just go there first and try and do both houses on that one, because there are 2 sides. There's a red and a blue, just like Dueling Dragons roller coaster. So I would go there first. If you don't have Express Pass, I do not know how you're doing all the houses without Express Pass. So if you're coming and you don't have it, I do not think, because those can get up to 4 hours per house. So this does go until about 2 a.m, starts at about 6:30. So you could theoretically, but you're going to be spending all of your time in lines for the houses and not much time for the scare zones or the attractions, especially since the Death Eaters are there this year for Harry Potter. So I'm just saying, like, think about that. I don't know if you did Express Pass or not, but I would say look into it. And again, you only get 1 per house. So you can do 1. You're just doing a couple of houses. This is my first time in 18 years just because of the dragons. Okay. Then I think you should be okay. I think a lot of people will probably follow suit to that area because of the 2 houses in 1. But yeah, watch the stream. We talked over some stuff like, hydrating and probably a poncho for this Friday because it's still supposed to be raining. I think. Random stuff. But yeah, Parkside, yeah. That would be my suggestion. Beeline back there. See if you can do the scare early or stay in stream. So I did try. There are actually channels smaller than me that do have it, but they're associated with travel agencies. So the reason why the channels have it is because they're a travel agent. They don't tell you they're a travel agent, but there are some smaller.
Isn't that legal though?
Basically, the travel agent got them the pass, but they're not the travel agent. If that makes sense.
Gotcha. Sneaky buggers.
Yeah, I do know Jake the Viking is going to be down for the first night, so I might run into him. I tried. I did try. I will try again. I do know someone at Universal, and they basically said I'm close. My channel, once I get to around 5,000, they will actually consider. So I think maybe by next year, hopefully, I'll get into that. Like, the other thing is you pay. Universal is very different. It's not like Disney where they give you access. You actually pay for the press pass. So it's not like given. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just getting annoyed, and I don't want everybody to see me getting annoyed on screen.
That's okay. Also, Nomi said she was going to stop by, and I guess she forgot.
Well, you don't forget the time zones. I had to double check when I was like, "Yeah, sure, man, I'll do it." I didn't realize it started like 2 minutes after work.
She's still typing in the group chat, and I don't know what she's trying to type. I hope she's okay. That's my viewpoint on that. But there was two other things I kind of want to bring up. This is going to be a short stream, just kind of catch up with thing. That Tuesday 6 o'clock, I will continue doing that, and I'm going to try and reach out to more people and little show announcement. Talking to some people. We're gonna do like a sort of a helpful stream based around doing theme parks tactically. So something with like Tactical Park Tuesday or something like that. But that 6 o'clock for an hour, I'm gonna try and start doing that more frequently. It seemed like that was a good time slot right before Team Enemy. I know every once in a while Tuesday, Legion has a stream on 7.
That's only when we have guests. Unfortunately, okay. We haven't had guests who, I'm totally open to having people on. It's just a little difficult midweek for me.
Yeah, I get that.
I know, guys. I gotta work harder. I get it.
No,
I'm figuring it out.
Trust me. I'm trying to get already things together. I can only do so much, and I have my obligatory. I have to show this once a stream now.
Tom,
for what?
Tom's amazing. He knows everything about these parks. It's just like, oh, where's the nearest bathroom? Doesn't matter where you're at. He's like, oh, it's right over there.
Yeah, Jay told us the wrong way, and Tom was like, no, it's right here.
I have the obligatory. I just have to. The obligatory show that once a stream. New updates. Oh, there's a new term and service on X. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care either. All I know is I'll probably start paying for it soon, so I can get ad revenue.
Hey, man, if things go well for the Legion, I've already paid for one, the producer, but I haven't done so for myself yet. So
Jay does know where to go boom in the parks. He's a pro at that. He does know. That is a very good point. I'm the type of person, I try my hardest not to have to go to the bathroom while in a theme park. Like, I will wait till I get home. I'm not there that long. It's not like a 12-hour day. Like, I get there at like 3 or 4 o'clock, leave there at like 9. Like, it ain't that bad. It ain't that hard.
Tom, if I say I'm coming to Florida and we're going to a theme park, you're gonna be staying there for 12 hours. Just giving you a heads up.
We did a video about the best bathroom at Universal. It's the one by Men in Black. It has the best air conditioning.
Hold on. There's a best bathroom.
There on Park Hopping, there's a best bathroom video. Yes. We did a video. There is a best bathroom video for Universal. Yes, we did that for Universal. We rated the bathrooms. Me, Jay, and Krista at Universal. Men in Black has the best air conditioning. So, in my viewpoint, that wins. It's hot in Florida. You do not want to have to do the dirty stuff while it's hot out. You want that AC. It's also very far away from everything. Like, it's the furthest away from most of the stuff.
That's probably why it's the best bathroom. Yeah, man. You ever been in a hot place and got to go to the bathroom and you're sweating your face off?
I forgot about
that air conditioning to save your life.
I forgot about the meme that Jay did. Yeah, okay. I forgot about that. I forgot you said that. No, but yeah, there is a video on Park Hopping, so that's something you guys can check out. I think it was a couple 6 months ago. It was a decent while ago. It was during the January, February last year. So almost a year. Wow. I did not know that. And Nagrinal actually remembers that. Okay. You do remember that. Again, this is a chat stream. I had no clue what to talk about. I was supposed to go to a theme park today. And I didn't because I don't like the idea of leaving my house with no power, and I had no power for a while. Don't want to leave my dog alone with no power. It's not cool. So I was stuck here and sad because the tribute store opened today at Universal. Now I'm sad.
But that's how many people will be going? in a storm?
Probably people that live in the Orlando area that make content. The idiots that live close that don't have to worry. No, the coconut didn't shut down my power. Florida Power and Light shut down my power.
We need some memes of an evil coconut foiling all your plans.
That's it. I'm being thwarted by a coconut. That's all I need. It's all because of Zort, because Zort likes coconuts, and the coconuts don't like Zort. And it's a vicious cycle, because, monkey lizards do like coconuts too, not just regular monkeys. Like, monkey lizards like them too. I'm just saying. But I might be done with Ahsoka after this. My viewpoint is I'm just going to wait till it's all done. Like, I'm just going to wait for the next, 5 episodes to be finished. And I'm just going to watch it, like, as one straight thing through. Since I think most of these Disney Star Wars products are meant to be watched.
I'm not going to watch any Disney content. I don't have Disney Plus.
I might say she's a little crazy. Yeah. I couldn't even, like, I got bored fast forwarding through it. At least the first 2 episodes, you had a little bit of Elizabeth Mary Winstead's butt to look at. I'm just saying, like, this, like, what's with, like, the frump? I hashtag less frump Disney. I'm just saying. Your Ahsoka in the park looks better than your Ahsoka in the show. All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And what are you saying, Cavatino? I'm saying that you might be a little crazy for going to the park during a storm. That's all. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't know. I don't know how bad the weather over in Orlando is. I'm like opposite side of the state. Well, no. Yeah. What? What? No. Why and no. Zort's always shirtless though. For those that like skin, he's always ready for that. But thanks for checking in, Beaver Boys. Okay. I have a feeling that might be like an alt account for Jay. I don't know why.
Jay hopping in trolling people.
They all have to have alt accounts. They all have to.
If it is Jay, thank you for hopping in to the Legion stream the other day, man. I appreciate it.
Wow, he hopped in when I left.
Yeah, I think so. He dropped a super chat too, which was extremely kind of him.
It's YouTube policy?
Now it is.
Okay. Just got the end of her stream before the team members, their families, and friends got to try things out at Universal Studios. Cool. Can you take off your Zort?
Oh, no. Zort is actually attached to a spine.
It kind of is. It's a symbiotic relationship. And what's up, Ryan Reaper? How you doing, man? Hail to another Legion of Memer.
Yeah, he's a great one too.
Tell them at 10K it works for Culture Casino. Put it this way: I already said at 50K I'll jump out of an airplane, and I ain't there yet, so I don't know how much I have to do.
I'm not jumping an airplane no matter how much money you give me, unless it's crashing. I'm not jumping. My grandfather was a pilot in Korea. He used to teach pilots how to pilot. And he would say, "No sane man jumps out of a perfectly good airplane."
Okay. You know what? I'll say this. My birthday is March 6th. If the channel's at 5K by then, I'm going to be at a place that will have an outside hot tub. I will do a hot tub stream at 5K in March if we're there. That'll be my promise for the channel. If we get to 5K by March, I will be doing a I'll do a hot tub stream with some friends. We'll put it that way. Did that work for people?
I'm expecting my invite in the mail.
It might be earlier because I know MegaCon's in February, and I'm hoping to try and do something around MegaCon. So it might be if we get to 5K by MegaCon, it might happen then. I'm just saying, you want shirtless, that takes a little bit. Now I'm thinking this might be Ryan Cannell. I will say one thing. Where is it? Someone asked if Zort stays on for a sexy time. It's like the Bandit and Smokey and the Bandit. Some things come off. We don't know if he does or not, though. You'll never know. And what's up with Paul? I can't say his name. Rulu? I feel like you're Cajun, possibly. That seems like a French name on the end. So I'm going to say Paul Rulu. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. I'm always sorry about that.
What, you don't want me in a hot tub? I see how it is.
All right. Well, I know Jay has his Ahsoka stream starting a little bit. I will be on for Battlefront tonight with G&G on the main channel. Anyone special this Saturday for the Legion Memers stream?
Yeah, Epic Mike is coming to hang out.
Okay, Epic Mike.
So come by. Huh?
Wow. Okay. This is
what?
I don't know. Beaver Boys is very weird.
Okay. Yeah, we have Epic Mike coming on the show. And yeah, we're just going to keep on moving forward. So if you guys are not subscribed to the Legion Memers, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us in the stupid YouTube algorithms. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter. And when you have memes with people in the fellowship, feel free to tag us. Use the hashtag Legion of Memers, and if I see it, we'll get it out there. And yeah, thank you guys for the support. And Tom, as always, thank you for having me on. If no, we're in a hot tub.
Hey, we'll just have a lot of steam. We'll just have a lot of steam in that hot tub.
Yeah, it'll be like the anime shows, just covering certain parts.
Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be probably be away until Friday. For the basically for first night of Halloween Horror Nights. Like I said, starting at 7, I'm gonna go for a little bit, and expect individual house reviews coming after that. I will do a video for each house, a breakdown of them, and then, like I said, for members only, post HHN streams that will probably include me being somewhat sloppy. But hey, that's why they're members only. What's up, Tinsote? Sorry you're coming at the end. If you're not going to go watch Jay's review of Ahsoka. He's got some people I know there, and he'll probably do a better job than me just complaining. Maybe. I don't know. He has some fans of actual Disney Star Wars there. I don't know if they exist still. They might. I don't know. I'm slowly losing hope, but hey. See y'all later, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and see y'all on Battlefront later. And I do have an outro. I remembered it this time. Where did I put it? Here it is. Bye.